And so there are several benefits to dryer balls. First of all, they reduce the drying time by 30 to 50% is what I read online of how long it takes your clothes to dry, which is going to save a huge amount of energy costs over the year. The second thing is that they reduce static cling. There are no chemicals. You don't need fabric softener with these. We just use our essential oils on these, 1 to 2 drops on each one. We throw about 4 of these in each dryer load. And so they just kind of stay in the dryer all the time. As we're pulling our laundry out, we throw them back in the dryer. And so we're going to teach you how to make them today. The other benefit is that there's no chemicals. If your skin is sensitive to things like fabric softeners or dryer sheets, then you don't, not only do you not have the skin issues with that, but you also don't have the cost of those things. So not only the cost of the fabric softener or the fabric sheets, but also the reduced time on drying and saving in energy costs. So these are definitely an eco-green thing that you're going to want to have in your home. So the first thing you need to do is buy 100% feltable wool. So 100% wool is the best kind. This is called Patrons. I got it at our local craft store. 2 skeins made about 4 baseball sized balls. I also got them on sale. So if you want to go with a coupon or catch a deal or catch a sale, that's a better way to go. And so we're going to have a blog post to go with this as well, with pictures and process to show you how to make them. But I also wanted to do a video, and it just was so easy to do. And if it saves you some, money in the long run, we're glad to show you. So once you get the 100% wool yarn, you want to make sure it says, it shouldn't say superwash, it shouldn't say machine washable either. And again, the company that I found at my local store was called Patrons, so Patron, I think. So hopefully you can find that as well. But once you get your yarn, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your fingers like this, and you're going to wrap this around your finger about 10 times. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you're going to pull it off your fingers, and you're going to wrap it around the middle of what you just did to make kind of like a bow. Really kind of like a bow there. And what I do is I just kind of shove everything together into a ball, and I just start wrapping. And then I crunch it together a little bit more and I wrap, and then I crunch it together a little bit more and I wrap some more like that. And I just keep going and going and going. It took me about a half hour, or like 20 minutes, to wrap each of the balls. It took me about 20 minutes to get them the size that I wanted. So you just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. And then when you feel like you have them the size you want, you're going to have a tail, and you're going to take a crochet hook and just put it through the layers, a couple layers deep, pull it through, do it again, multiple different directions. You want to take either a large blunt pin and just kind of stitch it through several layers, or else you're going to want to take a crochet hook and put it through several layers. So my mom did that part. She's the crocheting person in our family. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to stuff them into a pair of nylons. And so as you do, I kind of make like a little train. So you're going to take another piece of, not wool string, but a different piece of string, and tie it off, and then keep shoving it in until you have several of these balls in a row. The biggest thing is that when you're tying in between the balls, you want to make sure that they don't touch each other. So as I would be tying my string, I would want to tie this really tight so these two are not touching, because they can felt together. So you don't want them to felt together. So once you have that done, then you're going to, like when you have all 4 of them done and they're tied real tight in a little train, throw this in with some towels. Has to be a hot wash, then a cold. So the hot cold cycle has to be the hot water, then the cold water, and that will felt them. And then you just throw them in your dryer. And I like to put either 1 or 2 drops of lavender or orange on each one, are my 2 favorites. Probably do a separate blog post at some point about different oils you can use, but so far I've used lavender and orange and like both of those smells. So again, how to make your own dryer balls and hopefully save you guys some money. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.